So this is Cassie Jordan here. Thank you for joining Dawn LeBlanc and I for our very first Trenchless Tuesday. We plan on bringing these to you guys each week. We're going to try and talk about things we're seeing in the industry, hot topics. We're going to keep these short, but as educational as we can. So Dawn, I'll kick it off to you for now.
Good morning, everybody. Very much thank you for joining us, and we're excited to have you guys join us for the very first Trenchless Tuesday. As Cassie said, you're going to hear quite a bit from us moving forward in hopes that this is helpful to the industry. Cassie and I are currently coming up with all kinds of ideas on how we might approach this from week to week. So we're excited to show you. What do you think, Cass? Probably do a couple of in-field Trenchless Tuesdays as well. Get them in the field with us.
Yep, exactly. That's the plan.
I love it.
Since things are opening back up. So today, Dawn and I had talked last week. We have seen a kind of a larger request or more requests coming in for fish passages, dissipators, for aquatic life. So I think we're going to kick off our first Trenchless Tuesday with that topic.
Absolutely.
So with that said, Dawn, I'm going to pull up a couple of pictures. Do you want to kind of talk about what you're hearing while I kind of load some pictures to share with the group?
Yeah, so we figured we'd start off the very first Trenchless Tuesday by talking about what I think, at least across the nation, has been one of the most hot button topic items, which is aquatic life. I know that, from week to week and talking to the consulting firms and various environmental agencies, whether it's Department of Environmental Conservation in New York, or if I'm talking to the DES in New Hampshire, and also the DOTs who are in communication with these environmental folks when they go for a permit for a culvert rehab project. Fish passage, aquatic life passage, which includes everything, salamanders, turtles, what have you. There's a variety of things that we can do, even within the slip line industry, to accommodate aquatic life. And it is a bit of a two-edged sword. It does get difficult at times for the designer. Because oftentimes when we're talking about a culvert rehabilitation or a slip line, it's that, one end of it is, hey, I'm trying to get more flow, trying to meet flows. And then the other end of it is, hey, I'm trying to slow down velocities and allow the aquatic life to get to where they need to be. So some of the things that you're going to see today and that Cassie and I are going to show you will assist you guys in designing for aquatic life.
Awesome. So what you guys are seeing on the screen is a project that we were involved in this fall for the Colorado DOT. This was under a major highway leading to one of the most popular ski hills, so they wanted to get it repaired prior to ski season. So it was sort of a let's get it done quick before the snow comes. They didn't want any detours since this was the one road up to that ski hill. So as you can see in the picture, right here, you guys can see that there are dissipators that have been welded inside the snap tight pipe. I'm going to give you guys a closer up look at that. Right here, you can see what that actually looks like as blown up. So that the DOT had specified wanting them every 2 feet along the entire inside of the liner pipe. They didn't need them all the way up the side. They just needed them on the bottom to really slow down the velocity, as Dawn mentioned.
And Cassie, did Michael share with you what specific species, or was it fish, or was it salamanders, a little bit of everything?
Mostly fish in this area of Colorado.
Okay, very good.
And it was a fairly sloped liner. I believe the slope, and this is going off of my head, I would have to have my notes, but I think it was at least a 5% slope. So I think that was a major reason too, or it might have been over 5%, that they wanted the dissipators in there to really help the speed of the water coming through there.
Understood. So you've got what do you got? Maybe a 4 or 5 foot die. That's a good size solid wall piece of snap tight there, and so they're helping to slow down the velocities for the aquatic life.
That was 63-inch snap type.
Very nice. Yep.
So let me know, Dawn. I've got pictures of yours pulled up as well, so I can share my screen when you're ready for that.
Sure. You want to show the PDF of the aquatic life passage pipe, as we call it?
let's look at that real quick because I've got that pulled up and I will.
Sure. So while she's looking for that, folks, aquatic life pipe, or ALP, we like our acronyms in this industry. It is a high density polyethylene product. It is a profile wall product, so it has makeup that allows us to do some fancy things with the inside of the pipe. Imagine your standard M294 pipe, but sort of imploded or reversed on itself. So instead of a corrugated exterior, it's a corrugated interior with a high quality resin product. So there's core tubes inside of a relatively smooth OD skin. So it makes for a really nice liner pipe. Cassie, can you scroll down a little bit?
Yep. Keep going.
You can kind of see an isometric. Yeah, go down just a little bit and scroll right at the bottom of that page. Can you zoom in?
Yep.
Fantastic, thank you. So you can see on the left-hand side just of a CAD cutaway. So that's the eye of the pipe in that particular drawing. You're also seeing an additional baffle that's inside that pipe. And once again, just like Cassie described with the dissipators, this allows that velocity and energy to, especially in low flows, to reduce and allow aquatic life fish or a passage to work here. So in this instance, you see a notched weir that was probably, I don't know, maybe every 5 to 10 feet inside this liner as well. Makes a really nice pipe for velocity reduction.
Right.
Covered all the way from 30 inch, I believe, on the small side to 120 inch. So, a lot of folks use corrugated pipe, even corrugated aluminum or aluminized for direct bury. And I would dare say that you could use this pipe as well and truly get a 100-year service life out of high-density polyethylene with a corrugated interior pipe that allows you to establish that natural stream bed environment.
Right. Yeah, these are all, I'm just kind of scrolling through different options so you guys can see some of the different baffles that can be designed inside of our pipes.
And Cassie, if you're, you can see the fish jumping there in that illustration. If you go to that picture from Marlborough, Connecticut, a lot of the DOTs and the DEPs out here on the East Coast, especially salmon and trout communities, there's a picture, Cassie, showing the inside of a pipe there from Connecticut DOT.
Let me pull it up. I got
Sure.
a whole bunch from you. So the inside, you're wanting the one that
Yeah.
shows the close-up of it? Is that what you're thinking, Don?
Yeah, it was right there. You go. So that's Connecticut DOT. That was some 4-inch, and then the subsequent pictures after that too, Cassie, are also the same pipe, I believe.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move each one of these over. Give me just 1 second.
Yep, that one right in your background there. That's the same pipe, but you can see the entire thing now. So that's 54-inch pipe.
Okay.
It is a bell and spigot, Cassie, and so
Yeah,
that was a twin barrel. I think each one was a couple 100 foot, and it looks really, really nice. All finished. That one's been in the ground for 4 or 5 years now.
I'm gonna show them the bell and spigot.
Yeah.
Part of it.
There you go. Yep. So that's that same pipe going together. It's a low profile bell and spigot, so it makes for a really nice slip lining pipe.
And then here, I believe, is the finished product, right, Don?
That's the one. Yep. So twin barrel. You can see they coffer dammed off the left side there, Cassie.
Right.
And then that was like 300 foot each, I think, or close to. And so that's a 66-inch hose pipe that was in really, really bad shape. So we were able to accommodate. Well, that's actually a different project, which I'll talk about here shortly.
Okay. I will put this one down.
So, the ALP is something I don't think we talk about enough as an industry, as a team, because fish passage, again, as you and I were talking at the top end, Cassie, it's such a hot topic. It's so important that we reestablish these stream environments for the aquatic life, and that's why I think when I do my presentations, I at least mention it on the forefront of the presentation nowadays, because so many people are asking, how do we accommodate, the fish and the turtles and so on and so forth.
Yeah, we're getting the question a lot now, right? I mean, it's coming up. I think, especially in conversations in the Northwest. I know we're seeing a lot of it. Like I said, Colorado's very conscious of it. We've seen a lot of requests out of Washington and Oregon for it. So,
Yep.
okay, let me know what you want me to pull up next, Dawn. I know we've got another project that I see pictures for in a box culvert.
Yeah, we can show that one next, and we'll talk about the FlexiBaffle on the back end of the
Presentation. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will pull this one up, move this over to my other screen. I'm bouncing between screens here, so.
Yeah, that's all right. So this actually, Cassie, is a similar idea. They put energy dissipators welded inside the pipe with extrusion welding. This was a New York DOT job. And this just speaks to the versatility of high density polyethylene and what we can do for not only aquatic life, but also for challenging projects. This is a box culvert, Cassie, that not only had vertical pitch change to it, but also horizontal directional change to it as well. And if you go see how tight that pipe is inside that hose pipe, that box, if you go to the next few pictures.
Okay, I'm going to bring this one up on the screen because I think this is the one you might be referring to.
Sure.
It is definitely looks like the same project.
Can you zoom in? There you go.
Yeah.
So you see just a sliver of daylight. That's perfect. Yep, right where your cursor is.
Yep, and I see dissipators in there.
Yep, so you can actually see based off the way the light is shining how that pipe bends through there. That is a welded connection that we did with the high density polyethylene.
Right.
Yeah, contractor did a fantastic job getting that pipe through there. And we didn't have to make up any fittings or anything. And we were able to accommodate that just by slip lining it from one end of the hose pipe. And then if you go to so there's another picture which really does a good job of showing the dissipators, Cassie.
Okay, let me see which, there we go.
There you go. So very similar in Colorado there. They did a little bit more of the circumference. They came all the way up to like
at the sides,
almost, you know.
They probably, would this stuff have been because they have more flow through the pipe than maybe they did in Colorado?
It's quite possible, yeah. Plus there was quite a bit of, you know, slope change, and at the bottom end of this is one of the Finger Lakes, so they had, you know, quite a bit of energy dissipation to worry about as well, because there's a house with a velocity reduction pad and then the lake.
Okay. Is there any other pictures you want me to pull up, or should I pull up this PDF?
Yeah, let's talk about something that's relatively new to me. I'm not necessarily saying it's new to the industry, but this is something that's really unique. And Cassie, as you and I continue to look for a variety of solutions for the engineering community and for the DEPs out there, this is a really interesting individual that I've talked to. I haven't met him in person yet because it's such a new relationship. But he's based out of Washington State, I believe.
Oh,
and, yeah, I just met him through kind of various channels, called him up one day, and this individual knows a boatload of designing, not just baffles, but all kinds of things for aquatic life passage. So I'm going to be using him more for his knowledge in speaking with these consultants, Cassie, than anything else.
Right.
This is what he lives for. It's his passion is designing, you know, solutions for a variety of fish passage. He's got a bunch of really cool YouTube videos that show, you know, ping pong balls going through these culverts and watching how the velocity reduction happens at each baffle.
Oh, nice.
So this flexi baffle concept, Cassie, is kind of neat because it is, in short, it's meant to provide those baffled areas for the aquatic life during the low flows, but in the higher velocities, allow that open area to open back up because it's going to sit flatter during those higher flow, those higher velocities, right? So hence the name flexi baffle. It'll allow it to kind of fold down and therefore open up your pipe capacity during those higher velocities.
Right. Yeah, I see this. This is really cool.
Yeah. So it's new to me, not necessarily new to the industry. These guys actually came from, I think, Australia, believe it or not. And then the individual that that guy's company is listed there at the bottom, Shane Scott is his name.
Okay.
and he's got some really unique experience with mitigating fish passage.
I think I see a Reline Live with Shane in our future.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet we could do a whole series on that.
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt.
So, well, this is fantastic. I hope that, Dawn, if you don't have anything else, I was going to wrap us up and then talk
Sure.
about, asking folks to send in what they want to see from us each week.
Yeah.
You think there's anything else we need to cover?
No, I think that would be great, is to get participation from the audience and see what kind of topics and things that's an awesome idea. I love that.
Yeah. So this is our first Trenchless Tuesday, you guys. Thank you for joining us. Send us your ideas, comment on LinkedIn, email us, whatever it is, however you want to get in touch. All of our social media outlets, Dawn and I are on. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear what hot topics you want us to talk about. So next week, if it works out, Dawn and I will be doing this live. We just got approved for LinkedIn Live, so that will be a platform we are going to try so that you guys can actually participate in person.
Live. I like it.
Live, like really live. So
There you
thanks
go.
for joining us, you guys. Dawn's headed out to a project in New Jersey. So no, Long Island.
Long Island. Yep.
Yeah, Long Island. So we might get to see some more about that later this week.
Oh, I'll certainly be posting on LinkedIn and share some stuff with you, Cassie.
Yeah, awesome. Well, safe travels, Dawn. Thank you guys, and we'll be talking soon.
Thanks, everyone.